your forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
So it wasn't all that bad today. It was definitely warm, but it wasn't as hot and as humid as things are going to be later on in our forecast, which we'll show you. Right now, though, it's 83 degrees in Springfield, or in Champaign, as well as in Danville. It's 87 in Springfield, I should say. 85 in Lincoln and 81 in Pontiac. And that's where we have our Pontiac RV weather camera up on our roof and dog on it. You do see that there's a fair amount of clouds up there as they begin to move through the area. Our winds are out of the southeast right now between about 5 and 15 miles per hour. Still, though, making for a nice backyard forecast, though, with partly cloudy skies. But tomorrow we are talking about the chance for more in the way of stronger to possibly severe storms coming through our area. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Authorities are investigating after a woman was shot and killed over the weekend, who they say accidentally pulled the trigger.
Changes are coming to one school district's reopening plans, what that means for students and parents. Plus, the pandemic pushed a lot of things back, including taxes. But your time to do them is almost up.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
There's really no reason to allow a child to be able to access a firearm.
But in this case, a child did, and now deputies are investigating after they say that child accidentally shot and killed a woman. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini. Investigators say Marita Heil of Westville was driving on Route 1 by Ramp Road in Tilton on Sunday. A 4-year-old relative got a hold of a gun in the back seat and fired. That made her crash into a sign at the Mach 1 gas station. She died at a hospital in Urbana. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live at that gas station where the car crashed. So, Courtney, she crashed right after she was shot.
Yeah, Paul, that's what investigators told us. And if you look behind me, you can see tire marks leading up to that sign there where witnesses told me they saw an ambulance and other first responders gathered shortly after her crash likely took place. I also talked to people across the street who said they saw an ambulance and Heil being loaded into it. Now, sheriff's deputies tell us that she was hit whenever that bullet went through the seat she was sitting in the car and into her back. They wouldn't say or share any details, rather, about the gun other than it was a handgun. I talked to the owner of BFF Firearms in Danville. He says there are a lot of ways to keep guns out of kids' reach when you're driving or in your home. When you have a gun around a child, he says it's very important to make sure they can't easily grab it.
There's multiple different ways to store it without it being accessible to young children. Like there's safes that you can put in your vehicle that are only biometric or combination safes.
Investigators aren't saying who the gun belonged to at this point in the investigation. I reached out to Vermilion County Sheriff Captain Michael Hartshorn. He said he doesn't have any information to share at this point about the child's condition. We weren't told at any point that that child was hurt, but I did want to double check on that. I also reached out to the child's family as well as the family of the victim, and I haven't heard back from them either. Reporting live in Tilton, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Yeah, you certainly have to wonder if the child grasps exactly what happened in that situation. Courtney, let us know if you get any updates. Thanks. Well, police are investigating after a 31-year-old man was shot in Champaign last night. It happened near Joanne and Kirk Lanes around 10 o'clock. Police found bullet casings in the road in front of a home and damaged cars. The victim said he was in the front yard of a home at a gathering when someone came up and started shooting. A white Chevy Malibu was seen speeding toward Bloomington Road. The victim went to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Anyone with surveillance video was asked to call police. A woman is dead after a two-car crash early this morning. This happened on Illinois 133 east of 3rd Street in Douglas County. Authorities say 63-year-old Cindy Simpson died after pulling in front of another vehicle on the road. 37-year-old Joseph Graham was hurt and taken to the hospital. That road was closed for about 5 hours. After listening to feedback from the school board, parents and teachers last night, Champaign Schools plans to start as many students virtually as possible in the fall. Many voiced concerns last night about the ability to practice social distancing in classrooms, but board members also say they're worried about students with an individualized education program, or IEP, English as a second language learner, and kids who don't have access to Wi-Fi at home. Those were some of the most disconnected students in the spring. Superintendent Susan Zola says they're looking at ways to either help them learn remotely, this fall or safely in person.
We will start vetting that out with our individual campuses. We may start with identifying students who receive free reduced lunch. So, for example, those are students that we know might benefit or have benefited from our ongoing support with meals and school supplies and some of our summer learning opportunities.
Zola says they plan to find out if those students have access to Wi-Fi or need Chromebooks for the fall. They handed out 3,000 this spring. The district received more than $2 million from the CARES Act it plans to put toward technology and hotspots for families. International students won't have to leave the country if their classes are online this year. The Trump administration rescinded the rule today. 8 federal lawsuits were filed against the administration, and hundreds of universities objected to that plan. The policy would have forbidden international students from taking online classes, and new visas wouldn't be given to students whose schools were planning on classes online. City of Decatur had a study session yesterday to discuss ways to better meet its goals for the community. It discussed making changes to the Minority Business Enterprise Code. WCIA3's Jamie Mays has more.
Minority business enterprises are businesses owned and controlled by minorities. It must not have fewer than 51% ownership of its business, and a minority must control ownership in daily operations. Last year, the city was able to achieve the goal for minority business hours worked. 22% of all hours worked on public works projects were performed by minority workers. The goal was 18%. But when a contractor uses subcontractors, the goal is for 10% of the total dollar amount of the contracts be performed by minority subcontractors for all contracts combined. For which subcontractors were used, only 7% of the dollar amount were done by minority enterprises. They discussed ways to meet that goal. It was proposed the goal could be met with the purchase of goods, materials, and equipment through minority enterprises. The chairman of Metro Decatur Black Chamber of Commerce says there's a need for more black businesses in the city.
The city of Decatur needs to foster a better environment to be inclusive, to encourage diversity, to ensure that African American businesses are here and they're being able to sustain their business in this community.
In Decatur, Jamie Mays, WCIA3, your local news leader.
The city is also offering an incentive if the contractor uses and exceeds 20% of its contract using a minority business enterprise. It'll receive a bonus of 2% of the contract amount up to $50,000. The push to get communities to fill out their census forms continues to ramp up across the state and country. Leaders in one city in central Illinois are calling on neighbors to step it up. WCIA3's Gabrielle Franklin explains what one alderman plans to do to make sure people there are accounted for.
One alderman says people who live in Springfield could be doing a better job of representing communities that are close to the Capitol. Ward 2 Alderman Sean Gregory is calling on everyone in his ward to fill out their census forms. He says he wants the participation rate in the ward to reach 70% as soon as possible. Right now, participation is at 49.5%, and while that percentage isn't the lowest, he says people could be doing better.
Once we end the final census count and we get our numbers, I would love to see us, right there at 70%. I would love to see us at 100%, but I really truly believe that we can get to 70%. We're right there at 50%. From my understanding, that's 49.5. That's one of the higher ones, out of all the wards.
With the capital city being home to many different state and local groups, Gregory says that he hopes to partner with a few organizations to meet his goal. Reporting in Springfield, Gabrielle Franklin, WCIA3, your local news leader.
You can make sure you're counted by mailing in your census form or completing it online. If you have trouble figuring out how to do it, we have a link to the census site at WCIA.com. A wind farm has been in the works for more than a year, and it could get the green light tonight. Plus, homeowners had to clean up debris from Saturday's storm, what car dealerships had to deal with that was even more costly.